All right, so probably start from the pre-season moving through. So during the pre-season, we start work at 6 every day, and going through this pre-season, we're graduated with who we've got coming back. So we've got the young kids just coming out of the 20s, and anybody that hasn't played. We've got one guy who's been on one of those Mormon trips, so he's back. And so they start early in a small group, and we've got graduated groups coming back in each week as we go along, and the program sort of they come in back at like a step back program. So and then they gradually build up. So by the time we get to Christmas, everybody's pretty much at the same level. So from my point of view, we arrive there at 6. The first week with them is just testing mainly, and by the end of the week they have one conditioning session and a couple of proper weight sessions rather than just the testing. The day finishes, knock off at around, well, work finishes about 3ish, but then I'm involved with the 20s as well, so that continues afterwards. And they're following a similar sort of program. They've got the half their kids have come back, the new ones that have come in, and that's a nightmare, trying to teach them what to do, because although they've got some idea coming from all the academies, you've got to take them up to another level, and then next week the rest of their kids come through. So as the season progresses, during the season, till pre-season, we're 6 days a week. Saturday is just a couple of hours in the morning, so over by lunchtime, but the rest of those days are pretty much 6 to 4 days, so it's pretty full on, and it's like, so you'll go from, we try and be away from where we are. So we're at the moment we're at the uni and at West at Purtell Park. So that goes back to Wayne. That's one of his ideas: keep away from the venue as much as you can to stop the cloudiness and so forth that seems to develop. Although we have to go back to our gym there because it's just got everything that we need. And we do try and move around to a couple of gyms, but that's the best way to do it for us. So you're back and forward. Conditioning in the morning, again, that's Wayne's thing. Alex, coming from where he has and some of the systems I was using in the past, would like to vary that round. So you might do your conditioning or running in the morning on one day and your weights in the afternoon. Obviously you might go upper body weights in the afternoon, so run in the morning, upper body weights, lower body weights the next morning, and then run that following afternoon. So you've got a bit of a split there. So sometimes we do that, but not with Wayne. Wayne's system is run in the morning, I think, because that's when he likes to be there, and then lift in the afternoons. Not this week, but as of next week, certainly the week after, all our groups will be doing four weight sessions per week until Christmas. Some of those sessions are more prehab based than actual lifting. Some of them are geared towards individuality amongst the subjects within them. But they're basically there's four lifting sessions per week, and they will have 2 straight conditioning sessions and 2 skills sessions. One of those skills sessions, 3 skills sessions at times. One of the skills sessions would be a skills conditioning. So the way Wayne likes it is straight conditioning block, then straight skills block, or other way around, straight skills block, straight conditioning block. I know some places that I've been, some systems will do a multiple one. So you'll go condition skills as you go through the pre-season. So after Christmas, any of the conditioning is done in that format. Okay, but Wayne doesn't like it like that. He likes to have the skill block as a block and the conditioning block as another block, which is just a different sort of way of doing things. And he's won 8 premierships, so it's hard to argue with.
He's been doing that since 1988.
He's got the little book. It's the same. It would have been the same when you first worked with him, I'm assuming. The skill stuff. He calls it core skills, and they come out and do a core skills block, and that's the same that he's been doing for the last 25 years, session after session. And it works, and it really does work.